I guess the reason that I do volunteer work is because I'm passionate about whatever the kaupapa is. I think if you're going to give your aroha to a specific kaupapa voluntarily, then obviously, well, for me, I just need to be passionate about it. I just see that as something I kind of naturally want to do, because I realise that a lot of things that need to be done, particularly around the environment of the rangatahi, need members of the community who are willing to give time. What I've noticed is that through doing coming together for the purpose of the Mara to grow kai, is that it's attracted the most beautiful people. You know, like these people that are within the community that I may not have ever known, but because we're all passionate about the same thing, we've all managed to connect. And specifically with the Mara, it's about building a community, and then it's about allowing people the opportunity to connect with the marae and then connect with the Mara, and then have a deeper understanding of the way that things are happening here as well.
If we can place service at the centre of everything that we do, irrespective of what we're getting paid, what our job titles are, it's like that peels it back to what it actually means to be human and to be of service to life. Can act in service and be good givers and receivers. That's a fundamental way that our more than human can operate on a daily basis.
O Bianca Ranson taku ingoa, he kai āwhina ahau o te kaimara o Piritahi Marae.
I'm Alice McSherry and I am part of the Piritahi Marae whānau.
I've always done community work. I've always volunteered for within our communities that I've lived in, and I started when I was 13 being a St John Ambulance volunteer, and since I came to Waiheke, my children made me join the Friends of the Street, and it's been a great experience being into something that I wouldn't have thought even existed. It's I get a lot of appreciation through the school, because when I'm at the school I get kids coming up to me and saying, is the paravan on tonight? Are we going to be able to get a ride home or not? And they just love the service, but it's really nice in the middle of the night when you pick up some kids and they just rave about how kind we are and how good we are to them because we're giving them a ride home. It makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something valuable to the community. I think all people should be helping out in their community. You're meeting other people within the community that you wouldn't otherwise meet, and that's very valuable to know where everybody is and what their lives are like, how they help. There's lots and lots of different things that is going on. We're very lucky on Waiheke to have so many volunteers. Hi, my name's Russell and I'm a volunteer for Friends of the Street.
Some people say volunteering is all care, no responsibility, but because you can just walk out as a volunteer. If you don't like what's happening, you can walk out. But I think it's more than that to me. It is a giving back. I've had such a great life that it's really good to be able to give back some of that.
What the Citizen Advice Bureau does here is we provide free and confidential advice for clients that want to know more about their rights. So we provide information and options and resources so people know better how to deal with their problems.
Volunteers here will go to great lengths to help people and solve their problems. Sometimes you can be here for some hours, especially if I'm doing research for something. And I don't mind how many hours I'm here, as long as I can eventually find out the answer to what their problem is. People are very grateful and they don't forget, and you hope that they pass that, what they have learned, they pass that on to somebody else who needs it. And that's where it all comes to. Prior to coming to Waiheke, I'd only ever lived in cities, so I never understood that rapport that happens in a small community, and I've found it to be wonderful. And not a day goes by when we or our client don't learn something new. and that in itself is very satisfactory to a volunteer. My name is Jenny Nathan. I've been working at the Waiheke Citizens Advice Bureau for the last 12 years.
My name is Connie Medel. I've been in the Citizen Advice Bureau for 2 years.
So we need to find a passion, we need to find support, and we need to find a community that we can be in. And so what's been really great for me at Kai Cafe, apart from actually the fact that we rescue a huge amount of food each week, and we feed and work with the community to create a shared lunch on a Friday, is that we have volunteers who come every week. And some of them aren't very able-bodied and they don't get out a lot, and this is the highlight of their week. The most important thing is that they talk to other people and other people talk to them. So what's been a real fantastic part of the Kai Cafe is that social connectivity. You make friends, you, as I say, you have the sense of doing something which is for the good of the people and for the good of the land. I think it's huge, and I think it's a really positive mental health thing to do, because you're getting out, you're talking to other humans, you're learning new skills, and you become comfortable where you are. So the people that volunteer at the Red Cross shop, the people who volunteer at Whisker, the people who help at the market for the homegrown stall, the people who grow vegetables for the homegrown store, the people in community gardens. It's all this lovely round circle of connectivity. My name is Kathy Voiles, and I have worked at Kai Conscious for 4 years.
I come from a really rural background, and I loved the volunteer fire brigade down there, which is something that I've always wanted to kind of get into, and so when I moved over here I got into it here. I think it's a great thing to do for the community. It's a really important service, and we are seeing people on their worst day, and you have to be really respectful of that, and I think the fact that people are, dedicating their time to be able to attend these call-outs is a big thing, but also we get a lot out of it ourselves in terms of helping our community and feeling really a part of it. I certainly felt that over my last couple of years being part of the brigade. It's a wonderful group of people. Everyone's really dedicated and really are really keen and very committed to helping people and helping the people of this island. Yeah, well, I would just hope that someone was there for me if I was going through something not so nice on any given day. So I just take it like that. I also think that we as brigade members get a whole lot out of this as well. So it's certainly not a one-way street where we're feeling that sense of pride in what we do and pride in the uniform and pride in the training that we receive as well as part of FENS. Because it is a big dedication of time, so it's a great thing to know that we're kind of feeling that appreciation and commitment ourselves as well. My name's Amy Cunningham and I volunteer at the Waiheke Island Volunteer Fire Brigade.
It's the case with, a lot of things that are really intrinsic and key to the well-being of the community is through people giving their time to that, whether it's, coaching a sports team or whether it's, volunteering with the youth group or whether it's being down here at the Mara or whatever it is. These things are kind of like the glue that keep the community together. And a lot of those things aren't paid opportunities, but people just give their time to it.